one of their classmates has just been shot and killed.
Maybe they'll have to bury me too.
I don't think they meant to kill him.
Wagwan, everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Talk the Things podcast. And my bad if I sound like a stuffed up. I caught some type of sickness throughout the week. And bro, it's mashing me up. But I wanted to do this topic that I seen coming out of the West End. This is coming from the Jane and Finch area. And this happened on May 23rd of 2007. And it happened at C.W. Jeffrey Collegiate Institute. And the main person that we're going to be talking about in this podcast is named Jordan. And he was 15 years old. And he was in grade 10. And two other people that we're going to be talking about, and I want you guys to keep in mind, is a person named Jay-Z and CW. That's what we're going to be calling them. Now, some reports claim that they were all friends, all three of them, Jordan, CW, and Jay-Z. But I can't be sure about that. Some reports varied, and we're gonna go over all that. But getting straight into the story, there were some people saying that, and these are people that attended the school, they were saying that they heard fireworks shooting outside of their classroom. Now, this is May 23rd. I believe there's some holiday that happens in May. You guys let me know in the comment section. We celebrate it here in Canada, and every May, everybody gets fireworks. So they had fireworks supposedly in the back of the school and was shooting them, and the people can hear it from inside of the classroom. Then they said that they heard a argument or a fight start to brew up. And after they heard that fight brewing up and whatever happening, they heard a gunshot. Turns out Jordan got shot in his chest and had to run into the school and wind up dropping down behind a staircase door or something like that, they said. Now, this was the first ever shooting where a person had died in the TDSB, in any Toronto school in the history of the TDSB. So this was a whole big thing when it happened. But here's where the twist comes in with this story. Some reports say that there was a robbery, and the reason why they think that is because this is allegedly, we can't say it's 100% now, but after they shot, it was either they say Jay-Z is the one who pulled the trigger, but it was either Jay-Z or CW after Jordan dropped down was digging through Jordan's pockets looking for stuff. That's a report. Now, some claim that it was a huge accident and that none of this was meant to happen. Reason being, a teacher gave a statement, said that when they were giving Jordan CPR and he was on the ground, gasping for air and it was hard for him to breathe, that Jay-Z was on the phone trying to call Jordan's family and was panicking. So we don't know where CW gone, but they said that Jay-Z was where the teachers them were where Jordan dropped down trying to call his family, panicking, and that all of this was an accident because remember, some reports claim that all three of them was friends. So we can't be sure exactly what happened. To this day, we really don't fully know what happened other than them alone. But when this case happened, this got huge media attention because, like I said earlier, this was the first person to have ever died in a Toronto school from a shooting. This never happened before, and this is in 2007. So there was protest, and I want to play you guys a news article, and then I'm going to come back with some more stuff.
Jordan Manners. He's the 15-year-old who was shot at his Toronto high school last week. Today, police revealed that the accused were not strangers to Manners. In fact, they were friends. Cass Rusey explains.
It's back to class and back to the books, but what happened at this Toronto high school won't easily be forgotten.
A lot of people were sad, but they're trying to look past it, I guess, but it's hard to forget.
Hard to forget that one of their own was shot and killed here just last week.
First, I was kind of scared, to go to the spot, because where the incident happened. But now that I actually went there, it feels kind of weird.
15-year-old Jordan Manners was shot to death. His body was found in a hallway inside. After his killing, Toronto police issued a plea for information, and that may have helped with their investigation. Over the weekend, a series of raids led to the arrest of a teenaged boy. Another teenager turned himself in to police. Police have charged both 17-year-olds with first-degree murder. Neither can be named under the Youth Criminal Justice Act. In court today, the Crown said it would seek adult sentences if the teens are found guilty.
The family is very upset and shocked by his arrest. We really have no details at this time, and the family is praying for their son, and they send out their condolences to the family of Mr. Manners.
Police deny initial speculation that the shooting may have been gang-related.
All the indications we have are absolutely not. There's no indication of gangs being involved. These people were friends.
In fact, there are reports the two teenagers attended this weekend fundraiser for the family of Jordan Manners.
The gun went off.
Mark Sims is a Toronto filmmaker who knows the neighborhood and knew the victim.
I think it was a mistake. I don't think they meant to kill him. I think they meant to scare him, if anything. Maybe the situation just got out of control.
All right, so you guys just seen that. So like I was saying, there was a whole bunch of media attention with this, a whole bunch of political stuff with this. The TDSB winded up investing, I think they said $4 million because they winded up adding police into the schools. And this lasted because I remember all my schools had a police officer. I fucking hated this one bitch police officer that we had for years. She used to plague us, bro. But all the schools, certain schools they gave, not all, but certain schools in bad areas in different hood throughout Scarborough, throughout the West, they wind up sending police in the school because of this situation. There's a whole documentary on this case, and you know, on my podcast, I don't go throughout the trial and deep down into certain things. So if you want to see all those stuff, you can search up the name of the case, and there's a big documentary. It has a lot of views on it, and that will have everything you guys want to see. But I just want to go over, kind of just give you guys a brief, like a street rundown kind of. So anyway, the funeral winded up keeping, and when the funeral happened, it was a huge funeral. Thousands of people, they said, wind up coming out to the funeral. That the church was so full, they had to hook up speakers and broadcast it out into the parking lot. Now, remember, this is 2007, so it's not like now where they could have played it like on a big screen. And I don't think the technology was all that, so they were playing it on speakers for people to listen to outside in the parking lot and on the grass or whatever. And I want to say rest in peace to him, because nobody ever goes to school and imagine that this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? That you would die at school. And the mom is who I really feel bad for. You can tell that she was, she's a strong woman, but you can tell it was yammering her up on the inside that this was killing her. And you know what's so crazy is that she's been in the news very frequently ever since this. Even just not too long ago, her two daughters nearly got run over. They got lit down by a car, and the man purposely drove up on the grass. I'm gonna give you guys a quick backstory on that, even though this has nothing to do with Jordan and his case back in 2007. The mom was celebrating her 53rd birthday, they said it was, and I think somebody in the party winded up getting in an argument with the next person, and the man went in his car and drove up on the grass and licked down the two sister them. So now she's saying, imagine I lost Jordan, my son. And what if I was supposed to lose my two daughters now? I want to play you guys a quick news clip of that, and I'm going to come back with more.
I lost my two daughters last night like I lost Jordan.
Jordan Manners' mother was celebrating her 57th birthday last night when a fight broke out between two family friends.
We were all out here. It started here and it escalated down there.
We thought he was going to leave.
Detective Sayamofa then intentionally ran down the man. This neighbor says it was pandemonium.
All these people were here saying, stop, 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 stop. And he just kept on coming.
The 38-year-old man and Small's two grown daughters were hurt in an effort to stop the accused.
And my two daughters was in the way.
He hit her in the leg and she fell right here.
Onlookers watched in horror as the women were both hurt.
And she trying to save the big guy, right? And so she got in, so she's in front of the car too. The guy backed up, hit the fence or the gate behind us, right? And then he just one shot, he hit him and her.
The two men were allegedly fighting over one of Lorene Small's two daughters. She says it's an ongoing dispute. In 2008, there was a similar fight when she lived on Shoreham Drive. In that case, shots were fired.
All right, you guys just seen that video. Now, one thing that I did want to say, even though I don't go too deep in the trial, and you guys all know that, is that the two people, Jay-Z and CW, they wind up getting charged in 2007, but they wind up getting free in 2011. And the mom was being, she feels unjust about that, because she says nothing ever happened to her. Her son's dead and nobody never went way for it, you know what I mean, and her son can't come back. So the mom's frustrated with the whole situation. It was one big long thing, and you guys can go search up yourself and see. But I wanted to get into my thoughts about this whole situation. And the first thing I want to say is obviously rest in peace to Jordan. And next thing I wanted to say was that I feel so bad for the mom. You can just tell that this took a toll on her. Like she said, she loves all her kids, of course. She loves them all equal. But Jordan, she knew was something special. And that must have, just been a terrible thing to happen to her. Also, was for that foolishness now, where her two daughters that nearly almost, got hurt or whatever, and it could have been a lot worse. Imagine if that was supposed to happen. It just seemed like this lady can't get a break. Even the other person that got shot in Scarborough and died at school, at David and Mary Thompson there, she said she felt so bad because she remember. So they brought her in the news again. So she's always being reminded of the situation. She's always in the news. So I just feel bad for her also because she has to go through all that. But I want you guys to let me know what you think about this situation, because truly, bro, I don't know. I'm confused. I really don't have no thoughts because some of the reports I've seen so much reports saying so many different things. They say that was their friend. They say it wasn't. Some say it was a robbery. Some say it wasn't. They say it was a fight over fireworks. There's just so much different things that they say happened with this one story. You know what I mean? So you guys let me know what you think about this case, and we will talk next time on Talk the Things podcast.